everybody. Okay, everybody, this is Israel DeVito. I am your host, and this is my very first episode on Solution Based Radio. I am going to cover a lot of things on this podcast, right? So we're going to have some fun. This is not going to be all serious, so don't get it like that. So we will be talking about business and finances, right? So I'll be showing you guys how to set up LLCs, how to get your EIN number, how to be your own bank, start a UIL like which I'm doing now. I'm in the process of doing. So in the next, I'm thinking maybe in the next 2 weeks, I will be my own bank. So I'm starting my own UIL through my life insurance policy. So these are journeys and things that I'm gonna take you guys along with me, right? Hopefully you can help me out, and I can help you guys out too, right? So I got a couple of extra characters, right? So what are we gonna be doing is we're gonna be hosting weather. We're gonna be talking about funny things on Facebook, right? Um, we're gonna be getting off into some politics, right? But it's gonna be fun, right? So we're gonna take all the seriousness out of it. It's gonna be fun though too. We're gonna show you. I got a character called the Disciplined Dad, right? So how he talk to his kids and how he discipline his kids and what he do in his day-to-day family life, the struggle. So maybe um, my family can help yours out, right? So then I will be having a cooking course, right? Where I'll be showing you how to different small little techniques on how to cook, things like that, and we will be giving up relationship advice, right? So hopefully you can help me. I can help you guys out. So we will be doing something like that, and it will be Q&A, right? So we will be doing Q&A. I have a character called the Angry Black Man, right? So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So it's not gonna be all serious. We're not gonna be um, all tapped into the things that's depressing in these day and age, right? So we're gonna try to have some fun and try to work out these things out. And every character we have and everything we do here on Solution Based Podcast, it will be positive messages at the end. So you will learn something. Everyone knows the problem, but here on Solution Based, we are only working for the solutions, right? So I'm gonna be asking the hard questions once I get this thing up and going and off and running. I get some guests in. Like we're gonna be asking real hard questions. Now, it is gonna be serious, but we're gonna have some fun with it too, right? So it's gonna be a set on Egypt. I call it Egyptian mindset, to where we teach each other how to use the Egyptian language, as far as letters, the words, the abbreviations, what things like that mean. So I'm gonna share with you what I know, and then you can share with me what you know, right? So we're gonna work this out together. So ain't no sense of all these other cultures telling us how to read and write our own languages, and we don't, right? So that's just right. I don't understand that, right? Like why would they really show you the real way? So we're gonna try to dive off into just like Egyptian letters and stuff like that. I will be having some cards coming out soon, Egyptian turn cards where you can teach your kids how to different letters and write their names in Egyptian hieroglyphs and stuff like that. So we also will be having. I will be listing a bunch of black businesses in Michigan, restaurants, car shops, fashion, stuff like that. So we need to start putting out our own content and sharing other black businesses, right? So we're gonna do that. So every black business, if you want to be on my show, you can send me a email at the Black Stories by TNEK yahoo.com. That's THLEBLACKSTORIES TNEK, the number three at yahoo.com. See, it's so long, I almost forgot it, right? So we're gonna do a lot of things in this podcast. This is just episode one, so you can get familiar with me and what I do, right? So what I do is I own a restaurant now. It's a small restaurant. I own a mini mart, a little store, convenience store. Just started off my own little rental car business. So I'm getting off into a bunch of little things that to where I can be financially free, right? And so I'm trying to create general income that's coming in, right? Where I don't have to use my muscle, I can just use my mind. So these journeys I will take you on with me, and maybe some of the stuff you can learn too, and you can apply it in your life or pass it to your kids and stuff like that. So we are going to have a lot of fun, right? So stay tuned, and we're gonna dive right off into some things, right? So first of all, I need a line, right? So the first thing is what I want to do is I am going to tell you guys about a UIL that I just have my agent sending me over right now. So a UIL is a insurance policy where you become your own bank, right? So what I'm doing is mine is set up. It's starting off at a $254,000, right? So what that would mean is I will put in $531 each month, right? So instead of putting that money in the bank, I will be putting that money in my insurance policy. So after 5 years, it will incline. It will keep inclining. So after 5 years, I think it goes up to 374. Then after 10 years, it will reach, I think, 425 or something like that, um, or 475. So it goes up each 5 years. So I will be able to take the money instead of putting that money in the bank, because the bank invest your money, but you do not get any profit, right? So let's just say, for instance, you put $1,000 in the bank. You at the end of the year, if you leave that $1,000 in the bank, you are only going to have $1,006 for 1 year in the bank. But you know, as soon as you put that $1,000 in the bank have 10 times power of lending money to someone else. So once you give the bank $1,000, the bank have nine to $10,000, right, that they can lend out. So why not do that yourself? So with the UIL, what that does is mine is set up to where I will be getting in between 7 and 9% each month, and they take my money, they invest it in the Nasdaq, right, and it gains cash value real quickly. So let's just say let's say 10 years from now, and I want to retire 10 years from now. So just doing the regular pace at 500 something, I will have like $93,000 $93,000 that I can just take out cash, right? I don't have to pay that back or nothing like that. That'll just be what the cash value will gain. So I can take that back out and then pay that back to myself, right? And when I pass along, because everyone is going to pass along, let's just say I just stay at the basic cover that I'm at, but I'm not going to see that um, at $250,000. So when my whoever is passed down to, they will receive the cash value that I already have in there plus an additional $250,000. Right? They never could lose it. They never could take any penalties for taking the money out. But what that does is I'm setting a state up to where they can't even dissolve the $250,000. They have to leave that in an insurance policy, and what that does is that 9% is guaranteed to, they can get that each month. So let's just say 9% each month is roughly $24,000 a month, right? So if your kids can't make it, or people you leave money behind can't make it off $24,000 a month, something is wrong, right? So you don't want to pass away and then they split up all your goods and everything, and then your money be split all up, and then there's no more you. Right, so this way I'm setting it up to where they can never dissolve the $250,000. There will always be a 10% income coming in each month to that policy, right? So if they want to start a business off, if they want to go to school, they need a house or something like that, they never have to go to the bank and worry about a credit score. They don't have to worry about them looking at, scrutinize everything that they did in life, right? Because we all have been in places where they run your credit and you don't know what things that's in your background, or you probably know, probably thought they forgot. But the bank will look at that computer and say, hey, what happened to this bill? You know, like they're your big brother, big mother, or something like that. So to prevent all of that, you do not have to ask them for nothing else no more, right? So if you got your own UIL, you can take all the money you got under your bed, empty your bank accounts out, put that into your insurance policy. So let's just say I take all the money I got right now and I put it in my insurance policy, and there's $100,000 in there. So what I would do is I would take that $100,000 and I can loan myself that $100,000. Hold on, let me get this.